Let's see here. Today, I've got these otter hides. Um, they're pickled. They've been really cleaned up, but we're just gonna take our fleshing knife and uh, just double check it, make sure we got all the fat off of it, and make sure we got all the membrane off of it. Having a hide in the pickle for a couple days will help almost like expose that membrane and stuff like that. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll try to show you. And so it's hot out here, so we'll put the fan on the camera and all that cool stuff. Alright, about to bust out these otters. So I got 8 otters and 2 raccoons right now that I'm fixing to work on. And we are going to get them super cleaned up. So we'll start with this here otter first. So I've had them in the pickle bath for 2 days, so the skin is real nice and plumped up right now. We're going to try to stretch it back over. This flushing board, I hope we can. They like to shrink up a little bit when you salt them, but we're gonna stretch it. We're gonna get this hide over here. What's up, Scott? Man, I'm trying to get this old otter hide on this flushing board. It's kind of shrunk up on me a little bit. But I've got these otters. I got 8 otters here, just like this. They've already been fleshed, so we did all that. What's up, Mish? We're just doing a little stretching right now. But they've already been fleshed, they've already been salted. What's up, Dakota? So I've had them in the pickle bath for a couple days. And now I've pulled them out and I've let them dry. What's up, gang? How you doing, man? I've had them out, I let them dry a little bit. And we're just going to take the old fleshing knife and just go over them. Go over them a little bit. Really make sure we got them cleaned up. This one right here is giving me issues. Maybe it dried a little bit too much. Well, I reckon that's all. It looks pretty good through here anyway, so if this one won't go on all the way, it's all good. And so all I'm going to do on this one, I did flush them really clean. So I'm just going to take the dull side of my knife. I appreciate it. And I'm just going to push over some of this and just make sure that I do have all of the fat off of this thing. Just so scrub up and back. Because there's always going to be some spots that it's got a little bit of fat. So that's really all I'm doing right now. Is I'm just going through here, just making sure I got everything off. I mean, this looks really clean. But I can take this opportunity. Yeah, what's up? Take this opportunity to make sure I just get this stuff nice and cleaned up. It's crazy how much the things shrink. Yeah, because any of that membrane that's on here, it's just gonna make it to where the tannins can't get, can't really penetrate that very well. So we just, and fat and grease, man, that right there is your worst enemy on any of this. So yeah, again, there's not a lot that we're gonna have to do on these. So these are not tanned yet, but they've been pickled and fleshed and salted. So I'm actually going to stretch this out because primarily I want to focus on the face and the ends of these of the legs and stuff here. Because the body is, like you can see, I mean, it's cleaned up really good. So not too worried about that. The way I like to stretch them out, if I have to, just open them a little bit by a little bit. Huh. Giddy hill. Well, I don't know, man. Don't know what to tell you. Too bad. You either live with hate or learn to love, man. So I'm just stretching this, going around stretching this otter. This is an otter, Mr. Faith. A good old otter. We want to get it on this board, but it's kind of dried out a little bit, so it's shrunk up on me. But when they're raw, they'll fit right on here. So guys, if you hadn't seen or heard, this otter has been fleshed, meaning the fat and the meat membrane, all that's been taken off of it. You can go check out some of the old live videos on my channel, man. We went through the whole thing. And I salted them, I pickled them. Pickled them for 2 days. Right now it's wet. Y'all got 7 more of these in a trash bag right over here. So, I wonder if it'll even fit. Man, I would if I could. I was in my garage right now, man. One day though, that's the goal, man. This ain't just a hobby for me. Like, I'm doing this stuff. And so now, as you can see, yeah, I bet we can get that hot on there now. Mike. We're going to turn it inside out again. Hey, what's up? I appreciate y'all watching me right now. This is what I do for basically part-time work right now. This is a side job that I'm getting pretty serious about. Well, it didn't all get on there, but pretty close. But that's good enough. So I'm just going through. I see some stuff. I'm just cleaning it off. Mr. Faith, so this is already a customer's, so there's already money on this for me. So as soon as I get done, just give him a call, and he come pick up and pay me, and done deal. So I'm getting paid for this work right here. Right now I'm just doing touch-ups. I'm gonna throw it right back into the pickle bath whenever I get done with it. Now, I'm liking the way they look up here on the faces, and up on the neck. I ain't got no problem with that. We'll come over here. And look at this tail. Let me get some razor blade. That's what I need. I took my time flushing these hides, so I know that they're clean, but it's just practice to get up in here, take them out of the pickle, and then come in here and clean them up. You always got to double check. Because the next step, what's up, Harple? Mr. Faith, I'm from Arkansas, United States. So yeah, the next step is tanning it, so we don't want anything that's not skin on here. So right now I'm just going through and cleaning up the edges anywhere there's any excess fat on the edges. How much are you hide? So this depends on what you want and how big they are and how many you got. Because I don't just have, like those hides back there aren't for sale. That's a customer that brought those to me raw, and I tanned them, and I'm just waiting on him to come pick those up. As soon as he comes and picks those up, they're gone, and I get paid, and that's how that works. Mr. Faith, South Africa, heck yeah, it's cool. I want a black bear with claws on it, man. I can definitely do it, but you gotta bring it here. Yo, if anybody's interested in a hide being tanned, my email is in my YouTube description, and that would be the best way. Unimar, subscribe. Thank you. I appreciate the support, man. If any of y'all subscribe, you're definitely going to be learning a lot about tanning hides, and because I go over that pretty good. So right now I'm just using the scraper to push out any grease. Like I'm seeing grease right there. We want to make sure that all of our grease is going. Especially on these tails. These tails have a lot of fat on them. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Pretty much like on any fat that's just sitting on here, after you take it out of the pickle, you can just press it out with the dull side of a fleshing knife, and it will basically just milk that grease out of that fat. It'll just press it all out. So that tail right there is cleaned up. So this one right here, I'm ready to, it's ready to go back into the pickle. And so for right now, I'll just roll it up, throw it in a bag. This bag. y'all can see it. So here's another one. So this is what can you fill up with stuff too, like mounting, talking about mounting the animal. Yeah, if you had a mannequin. So guys, this one's already been fleshed. It's been in the pickle. And you can see it's been fleshed very clean. So probably not going to be a lot to do to this. If anything at all. We may not do anything with this one. But pretty much, Wade from Texas. What's up, Peter? Glad you're here. So guys, we may not do anything to this one that I'm seeing. It looks like... Hey, sorry about that, you guys. Shouldn't happen again. Should be all good. Set this back up. If y'all still watching, thank you. Okay. Now we're just gonna making sure we get this tail cleaned up. What's up, you guys? Thank y'all for watching. I sure do appreciate it. So I'm just, scraping this hide. So guys, what we're doing out here, these hides have already been fleshed, salted, pickled. All the fat and everything's been removed from it. And right now we're just going over it with the dull side of my fleshing knife, and we're just going to make sure that it is cleaned off, because tomorrow this hide is getting tanned. So it needs to be really, really clean. That's what we're doing right now. I appreciate y'all watching. So yeah, we're just taking the dull side of our blade and we're just scraping this pickled hide right here. Not a lot's coming off. I know I fleshed these good. Now, Russell, I don't make anything out of these. Hey, thank you, John. I appreciate that. Mr. Faith, I was checking your page right now. You're doing a great job. I would like to subscribe for you. Thank you, Mr. Faith. I appreciate that. Now, if y'all's watching and y'all like things like this and like hunting and fishing, but mainly hide tanning, yeah, please subscribe because I appreciate all the support from all y'all, man. Y'all motivate me to keep on going. I'm just gonna clean up this face just a little bit. Now, as I've said, I've already gone through and fleshed this hide, and I did a really thorough job. And I did a thorough job when I fleshed it, so I wouldn't have to do so much work right now. And so the salt would penetrate it, the skin, and the pickle would also penetrate it. So I just don't really, not really seeing a whole lot to do to this one, but we got more. We'll pull them out and we'll work on them. I think I am just going to go through and just scrape on every one of them. I mean, even these legs and this, they're cleaned up really nicely. What's up, Linda? I'm just going through and just giving it a good old scrape. Try to pull off any remaining membrane. And there's really just not a lot coming off, like not enough to really matter. Do you have enough equipment? I do. Like, there's a couple things that I do want. Like, I have a fleshing machine, I have a mini flesher. I've got this fleshing knife set up with a board. I've got an 8-foot tall fur tumbler. I would like a smaller fur tumbler for these, small stuff like this. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. But I would also like what's called a staking machine. I mean, there's so much more equipment that you can get, but I mean, I'll be able to get these hides soft enough. Because just for furs, that's pretty much, that's what I'm getting right there. That's a bobcat right there, y'all. That's a bobcat. And here's a red fox right here. This red fox had been left out too long, and the tail basically had rotted off of it, so I went ahead and tanned it anyway. But yeah. We got coyotes right here. How much are the small ones? Those are customers right there, so those were brought to me raw, and I tanned them. So yeah, so I got customers that pay me to tan hides for them. So that's what I'm doing here. All this stuff is just brought to me. I don't have to go out and kill any of this. I don't have to trap any of this. But this bison hide right here, it's for sale. So if anybody is interested in a big giant bison hide, let me know. I'm your guy. I'm trying to get rid of that thing. It's a good hide. I mean, look. That right there. Good hide. Alright, so I've been asking for $1,100 on it, but I think that we would go as low as $900. I think that would be my bottom dollar for that hide right there. And that's a good deal on a bison. I'm talking like that's a real good deal. Real good deal for a bison. What's up, Mickey? Welcome to the live chat. And another thing we're doing here too is like some of after you flesh it, the membrane, there could be little pieces of it that you didn't see when you were fleshing. And so if you don't do this process, then you leave them on there, you'll have all these little stringy things hanging off the inside of your hide whenever you get done with it. And I don't want that. I think it's I don't think it looks good. So this right here just helps that hide be real smooth whenever you get done tanning it. But I'm not really, like I said, I'm not pulling a lot off, and that's just because we did a really thorough job fleshing these hides. And if you want to see me fleshing these hides, you can go and look on my live streams that I've done just a few days ago, and they're all on there of me fleshing these otter hides. We're just in the latter stages of it now. Like I said, we're just going over this hide very quickly. Don, so these otters are for a customer. These aren't for sale. These were brought to me by a customer. He had actually gone out. One day I'll have hides just for sale. But right now I primarily focus on hide tanning services. Hey, I appreciate you, Mr. Faith. Yeah, if y'all are watching, please just go ahead and hit that like for me. We can get a crap ton of people in here right now. If y'all all just hit the like right now, we'll have a whole crowd in here. So just hit that like real quick. I appreciate y'all. We'll get the algorithm jumping up in here. I had like 495 people on here the other day while I was sitting here doing this, and it was just because people were sitting there liking it. So man, if y'all will like it, thank you for liking. That's a stunner, yeah, it is. And so this one right here, we'll see how y'all hit a couple likes, and we just got people jumping into the chat. Welcome to the stream, y'all. Now y'all hit that like button, and let's see if we can get 500 people in this live stream right now. So that would be cool. I would like it. Thank you for the like. I'm watching it, y'all. I'm watching it. I'm watching it. So this one right here is one that dried out. I see another like. I appreciate it. This is one right here that was salted much longer than the other ones. It's probably not going to. Thank you for liking. Do people eat otter? I'm sure some do, but I don't really know. Otter, just from me working on these right here. Yep, thank you. They smell really fishy. You know, I mean, they eat fish, so as they should smell fishy, but so I wonder what they taste like. I don't know. So this one here has a little bit on it that we need to definitely get off. So again, these hides have been pickled, and so we're just going through and cleaning them up. This is the last time This is our last chance right here to get these hides cleaned up just how we want them. Before tomorrow they're going to get tanned again. Or they're going to get tanned, not again. But they're going to be tanned tomorrow. So they need to be in real good shape. No problem. This guy's out here doing the same stuff I used to do back when I used to live. Keep it up, man. Hey, I appreciate it. Cohen. I appreciate it, Cohen. Yep, I love tans and hides. It's pretty cool, man. I like when people come on and talk about whenever, you know, that they tan hides or used to tan hides. It's cool. So I'm just getting these super cleaned up. You know, I did a good job flushing them initially. This right here is an otter, Joe. My dad used to tan my hide. Yeah, me too. I thought that the name "tan your hide" was a good one, just because I'm gonna tan your hide. You know, I'm literally bring a hide here, and I'm literally gonna tan it. How many I do per day? This depends on what I have. Depends on what kind of hide I'm tanning. I'm not the fastest at fleshing them, so I don't. This isn't my full-time job right here. I work as a butcher, but so right now I've got 8 otters that I'm working on and 2 raccoons. So this depends on what I have, what's brought to me. My uncle did too, but in a creepy way. Man, I hate to hear that. So these tails are super fatty, so we need to make sure that we definitely go back over them very well. Just pressing as much grease out as possible. Otters, why? Oh, it's otters. This is what was brought to me. It's always this stubborn. We got an otter here, Colin. A friend found an otter on the side of the road. He took it home. It swam in its tube, but that's illegal in Texas. They almost got a big one for it. Apparently, they are in our creeks around here. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm in Arkansas, and yeah, I guess we got them here too. Cool little animal. Some of these are really big right here, like as big as a coyote. So that's kind of a cool thing. I am just, I'm going to be tanning this hide, so I'm in the process of getting it ready to be tanned right now. I've already done several things to it already, but we're just making sure it's all really cleaned up. And we're going to pull another one out and do the same thing to it. Double checking this face. Just making sure I get any membrane off that I may have left when I was fleshing it. Alright guys, I'm going to roll this one up. Where are you from? In the US? Yeah, Power Box, I'm from the US. So Cullen, do I have a problem with really greasy raccoons? They are really greasy, but I just use the dull side of like I have a dull blade right here, and it doesn't have an edge on it like my sharp one does. I just push it all off and then degrease them. I let them, kind of dry a little bit, and then I'll just put salt on them, and then done. Grease is over. They are greasy, but not too hard to work through. And yeah, Power Box, I'm from the U.S. in Cullen. Right now, all these otters I'm working on right here, they've been fleshed, they've been salted, and they've been in the pickle for 2 days right now. And so I'm just cleaning them up real good. I pulled them back out and I'm pushing off any remaining membrane, anything that's hanging off the skin with little membrane strings on there. I'm just pushing all that off and cleaning this whole thing up. I'm going to put them back into the pickle tonight, and then tomorrow evening I use a submersible tan, and I will put them in that tan. Now that tan is an acidic solution, and so I won't neutralize these hides until I'm ready to take them out of the tan. But as I neutralize them, I'll also put in a degreaser and get them really, just clean them really, really well. And just let them soak in there and neutralize, and then they'll be tan. Then I'll let them dry up just a little bit to about like this right here. After I tan them, I'll let them dry just about like this, and I'll put a leather finishing oil on them, and then I'll throw them in my fur tumbler, and they will be good to go. You really want to, do you have tanning videos on YouTube? I do. I have several of them. So my actual videos, they're not very long videos. Most of them are in series, and you know, I go over quite a few things, and even on like I have a how to tan a cowhide series, and you know, you may not be tanning a cowhide, but you can do the same process on just about any skin. But I've got videos on how to split coyote ears and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, go check that out. Colin, yeah, cowhides are something else. And that's a buffalo hide right there. To me, that's the hardest one to tackle. Like, and that's a bull bison. So that one there ain't no joke. The easiest bison hide to tan is going to be a heifer, a female bison, because their skin's a lot thinner. So there's one right there ready to go back into the pickle. So I'm not really having to do much to these hides. Again, I tried to do a really good job whenever I initially fleshed these hides. I wanted to make sure that I wouldn't have to sit here and be working on these hides, because I'm always going to take them out of the pickle and go over them one more time before I tan them. Like even now, like I'm pushing out grease. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, I'm just pushing out grease still. It's in there. Yeah, even when you're flushing it, it looks like you're getting everything off, but you're not. You're just not. If you leave all that grease in there, that's no good. Especially on this otter, like it has a super fatty tail whenever you first get a hold of one. So you gotta make sure you get that grease out. But you see how easy that was. Like you just push on it until there's no more grease. I've tanned raccoons, fox, one deer, and attempted a cowhide, and I have skinned skunks for coworkers. Heck yeah! So, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're in the hide tanning. You are in it. That's what's up, man. That's awesome. Yep. Yeah, there's about a million different ways to tan a hide, you know. You just gotta find the method that works best for you and roll with it. That's all, I mean, that's all you can do. Learn a few things along the way. You can either get better at it if you want to, or if you just like what you're doing, just keep on doing what you do. That's the cool thing about it, is you can get better if you want to. But you know, it's just kind of like anything. Like if you want to get better at, like if you want to do like professional type work, you just dang near need equipment to do it. Depending on what type of hide you're tanning, like if you're trying to do some buckskin, no, you don't need anything. You don't need any kind of equipment to do that. Alright, y'all, I'm going to call this one good right here. So we'll just get it rolled up. Wait, see one thing. So when I was flushing these hides, I made sure that when I worked on the faces here, like these faces are all cleaned up. So the faces will be soft and no cartilage in the nose, eyes are cleaned up, all around the lips are cleaned up. So I don't have to go back over those. We're just gonna roll this dude back up. We'll roll him up. So this is otter number 5 right here. They've shrunk up quite a bit. Every one of these otters at one time was able to fit, like easily to slip on this flushing beam. But they shrink up a little bit. Yeah, if you're ever going to tan an otter, definitely come back over that tail after you've initially flushed it. Because there is a lot of grease in here. You just want to keep hitting it until, you know, the amount of grease that's coming out kind of like decreases. So keep on pushing on it. Yeah, I have skinning knife, flushing knife, and beam. Canning salt, I buy a tanning solution off Amazon. We really want to get into brain tanning. Oh yeah, brain tanning is good. Like, for tanning your own stuff, man, you cannot go wrong with brain tanning. But it's always really important to use some sort of oil. Like, if you want to, you know, if you're into keeping it all like as natural as possible, that's cool. But just using some sort of oil, it could just be fat. It could be rendered down fat. That'll work. I think we got that tail pretty nice. But you know, you can also just go get neat's foot oil. You can go on I don't know if you've checked out McKenzie taxidermy. What's up, Oak Ridge? Man, we got some pickled skins right here. It's these otters. And we're just going through and making sure we're getting all the fat, any leftover fat, grease that's in this greasy otter tail. pushing it out, and just making sure that we got it all super cleaned up. We're gonna put that dude back in the pickle hog pallet. I've never used it, but you can, experiment with it, see if it does, and it might be something that you just find out on your own. That's the beauty about hide tanning. You're at home figuring it out, or it's like I've made all kinds of stuff to try to pull hides down, and so that's the fun part, man. And for me, I've never used fat to oil my hides. Like when I brain tan, I'll take a brain of whatever animal and a bottle, just a regular, like 12-ounce bottle of baby oil, and blend all that up. Or you could either blend it all up together, or just apply the brains, and then start breaking the hide. And once the hide gets about like these are right here, like they still have moisture in them, but they're not super wet, but they have moisture in them. Go ahead and apply that baby oil. Or if you want to do it, like really good, then go get you a leather finishing oil. That's what I see a lot of people doing on YouTube. It's the tan a hide, and how to tan a hide, how to tan deer hide, whatever video. And not everybody pickles their hides. I highly recommend doing it. It'll change everything about your hide. It's going to tan a heck of a lot better, and it's going to be easier to soften too. And it's going to look a lot better. That pickle is a very important step. But I see them fleshing a hide, salting a hide, and maybe washing it, and then they just apply the tanning solution, and then just start breaking it all the way until it's dry. And it's like a piece of poster board. What do you use for your pickle? I use this no harm pickling acid from Pro One. I was using a pickling acid from Trubon Taxidermy. What you mean? Ah. But yeah, oil in a hide is you got to do that, because you got to replace the oils that are in this skin, whether it be all this grease I'm pushing out of it. You got to apply new oil. Or you'll just have a tanned, really hard hide. Have you ever used Crotan? You don't have to salt if you use that. I've heard about it, but I have not used it. Sometimes I don't salt the hides though. Like if I think the hide's gonna slip, like the fur on it's gonna slip or something, then let's throw it straight in the pickle. I might try Crotan. Can you buy Crotan in like admin? I am a butcher. So I slaughter beef. Or I butcher slaughtered beef is what I do. And then I tan hides pretty regularly as well. So I'll be working. Really on the hides right now, like I'm not in a crazy hurry to like get all this, like what I'm doing right now, done really fast. but I don't always YouTube live everything that I do. Yeah, Mackenzie's good stuff. I tell you what, I don't know if you've ever used True Bond. You might check it out, you might not, Oak Ridge, but yeah, passport. Yeah, I mean, I will go fast if I'm like gotta get it going. You know? I don't like sitting here just doing the same thing like super slow. So it just depends on my mood, I guess, and what I have ahead of me. But Oak Ridge, it's from True Bond Taxidermy, and it's called Lubristretch 2000. You can get Lubristretch 1000 or Lubristretch 2000, and but the amount of stretch that I can get out of anything, any hide at all, and how soft they are, it's unreal. I mean, that is some high concentrated stuff, and you can dilute it. Like I dilute my oils. I'm a farmer. We cut our own pork, beef, and poultry. That's awesome. Let's see, Mr. Faith, would you teach me if I was around America? I mean, yeah, if you was pretty close. But dude, the cool thing is I got videos on YouTube, and I come on here. And so, I mean, all I can do is just tell you what I do. Can't show you in person, but I try to teach. That's why I'm on here. I'm trying to teach folks how to do this stuff. So we're gonna roll this one up because we are ready to put it back in the pickle. And so this is otter number 6 right here. And so these, I'm telling you, I'll scrape it, but I mean it's clean. That's some clean stuff. For being in the pickle for 2 days, I'm happy with this. Like, it's really gonna kind of go over it and try to pull off some of those scraggly pieces of membrane. Like I say, not much comes off, but we are. No, Mr. Faith, it don't smell. So the pickle bath is an acid bath, and there's no bacteria in it at all. So they're clean. I mean, they look dirty a little bit. I mean, definitely not as bad as they once did. There's nothing more satisfying than learning on your own. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching. But I'm also going through and pushing out any leftover grease. And primarily focusing on this hind end right here. So yeah, when you do this, like you pickle a hide and then you come back over it, it just gives it such a more smooth finish. Like when you get done tanning this hide and you got it soft, as soft as you can get it or as soft as you want it, they look really good. Because we're pushing out a lot of fluid that's in this hide. And so when we put it back in the pickle, that acid bath is going to go right back into this hide. Man, there ain't no grease on that dude. That's good. That's a good otter tail right there. That's cleaned. That is cleaned up. Look at that. cleaned up otter tail right there. Drake Allen, you've been binge watching my videos? Man, I appreciate that. That's cool to know. I want to put some new videos up. Like, I want to do some cool ones like bark tanning a deer hide. I've got several deer hides that I need to tan. And I want to bark tan one. I want to brain tan one. And I want to throw up some, some quick videos. Not the shorts videos, but actual videos just quickly demonstrating how I do it. Guys, I'm going to tell you, these are really clean right here. I'm not going to, there's just no need. I'm telling you, that's one of the reasons why it takes me, sage, no, it doesn't smell like at all. Like, these have been in a super salty acid bath, and just got to keep everything clean as you're going, You flush it, you got to get rid of that crap. Sometimes it smells, if it's late at night and I don't pick up my mess, I just go in and get some sleep. By the time you come out the next morning, yeah, you got a smell to it, but man, I've been around this stuff like my whole life, so I'm not worried about it. Like, that smell to me, like, reminds me of my childhood. So, I don't think anything of it, about any of this. Sage said, okay, shut up. No, I'm just playing. Maybe you are, I don't know. But I do talk a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is otter number 7 right here. You can see what kind of, it's got some debris on it. Stuff, I guess, was in my pickling barrel. So we're going to go over the feet on this one. They're cleaned up. I did the feet with the razor blade, so they turned out pretty good. Anytime I get on it with a razor blade, it's coming out clean. 'Cause I'm down there with it. Check. I know what you mean. It takes a lot to bark tan a bucktail. That's why I haven't. I mainly bark tan smaller critters like rabbit, badger, and squirrel. That's cool. Yeah. Bark tanning some cool stuff. I wish I had my wallet on me. I bark tanned a calf hide, a cow calf. And it turned out real good. Well, that's cool that you bark tan. Try a deer. Try to do a deer. It'll be like, all you gotta do is get your fleshing knife like this and a little fleshing beam and just get it fleshed. Or you can just do it with a power washer. And then you'll be able to make something nice, man. So again, really focusing on these tails, I got to make sure that I got this grease out of the tails. At least all this excess that's in here. And you just put pressure on it, push it down, and that crap will come out. Alright. don't have none of the fancy tools. My wife said she'd help me out after a few paychecks, and I'll just have to pay her back when I get my old job back. You're doing a really great job. Heck yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, man, you're gonna get set up, dude. And you're gonna do some cool stuff. Y'all, we're done with this one. Clean hides right here. I mean, these are gonna tan nicely. Everything. Totally happy with these. That's doing a really thorough job when you flesh them. That's all that is. Hey, Vincent, thanks. Pasty and superb. I like that. Yeah, they're pasty. That's what you want for show. That's what that pickle does, man. It just cleans them up so much that you're just left with that nice white skin. So here's the last otter hide, and then we're going to have a couple of coon hides. And that's pretty much it. Huh. And what, this live stream been going on for 67 minutes. That's not bad. I still got a little bit to do right here. It's crazy. I mean, used to when I would flesh a hide, I would flesh it, salt it, and then tan it, you know. And I would never put it in a pickle, and then I would never go back over it either. And but now that I've started to put them in the pickle, and then used to once I started putting them in the pickle, I wouldn't go back over them. And then when I started, I saw just a crazy difference on just how relaxed I could actually get this hide and how clean I could get it. And how much better it tanned and how much better the oils penetrated to help me soften it. And it was just opened my eyes up, and it just took me doing it and seeing it. Because for the longest time I wouldn't do it because I just didn't understand. You know, I just thought it'd be a waste of money, and it's just humans overcomplicating stuff. But it turns out there is actually a science to their madness, and it's highly, highly effective, and it's super easy to do. You just basically just gotta learn how to read these hides. What's the name of that tool that cleans the hides? So this is called a fleshing machine. I'm sorry, so sorry. This is called a fleshing knife, and this particular fleshing knife is called a Weeby Pro. It's a 12-inch fleshing knife. It has a sharp side, that's right here, and then here is the dull side, and that's what I'm using right now is a dull side. So you can go on Amazon.com and type in fleshing knife, and you'll come across many. I was scared if I pickled that the first side would slip. And so here's the thing. It seems like it would, but let me see here. Hold on. Okay. I don't have it in here with me, but if you go on McKinsey, Pro One, True Bond Taxidermy, those are the three that I use. I'll just kind of go back and forth with those. So that's an acid. And so say you got 20 gallons of water. You use half an ounce of pickling acid per gallon of water. So you only need 10 ounces of pickling acid. And then you put in a pound of salt per gallon of water. Hey, good night, Mr. Fade. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate your support. I hope we see you again. Use a pound of salt per gallon of water, so you need 20 pounds of salt. Mix all that up, and you got to double check it. Get some pH strips that go from 0 to 2, and make sure that your pH is like around 1 or 1.5, but you don't ever want it to go over 2. And if it ever starts going over 2, then you could run into the hair slipping. But really it needs to get up around like 4, 4.5, and especially 5. It's going to slip if it goes that high. And so what you want to do is, after you make your pickle, check your pH. If it's good, put your hides in there and let them sit for like 30 minutes. And then go check it one more time, because if there's any blood, fat, or any kind of crap on the hide still, that can make your pH rise. So you just want to be watching it. But as long as it's at 1 to outlandish, that fur is going to be high quality. It's going to be some high quality H2O up in here. Appreciate you, Outlandish. Man, y'all go check him out. Outlandish Outdoors. He's got some cool fishing videos. He's got some cool fishing videos right now, and he's going to have a crap ton more later. So, dude has got fishing down to a science. So, go check him out. Go check him out. Go check him out right now, and then come right back here. You go to Outlandish Outdoors, and then come right back. Alright. I said then come right back. Or you can hang out with him. He got some cool stuff. But no, the pickling method is definitely not going to make the fur slip. You can leave a hide in a pickle as long as you keep the, hey, cool, Vincent. As long as you keep the pH below 2, you can keep that hide in there for years. I mean, and the fur will never slip. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. I've done it. I've left coyote hides in a pickle for 2 weeks. Yeah. Alright, so I'm cool with how the body looks. Here's your GPS says Epstein Island. I don't know about that. I went and subscribed. Thank you, Vincent. Man, I appreciate the support. Yep. Man, if any of y'all do like this and you want to continue to see this, I do a lot of live streams. And, man, y'all can get notified and come hang out while I got this going on. We can talk hides, we can talk whatever. Drake, I will. Hey, if you want, I could put in a good word for you at Golan's Custom Cuts in Jerusalem, Arkansas. I could get my buckskins from there. Or if you wanted, I could just bring you a few and just give them to you. Drake, did a guy ever message you? And I appreciate that. Heck yeah, I'm down with that. But has anyone ever messaged you and told you that that you could use their fur tumbler for your deer hides? Because I know a guy, I messaged a guy like last year, and he said he was like getting deer hides for like $2 a piece from Jerusalem. And I wonder if that's you. But I know we message now. That's you, dude. I knew it. I knew it. I talk to so many people about hides. It blows my freaking mind. But I knew that was you. Well, what's up, man? Dude. Yeah, I'd be down with that. I get deer hides from a Cypress Valley plant in Bologna, Arkansas, and I'm kind of hoping that I get covered up with deer hides this year. I hope a lot of people want deer hides, but I forgot about that. My mom died, and I kind of fell into a depression. Man, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. My condolences. But man, I'm glad you're continuing to push on through, brother. Pretty strong fella, Drake. Alright guys, this hide's good. Like I say, my main concern is if I were to see like a dark fatty area here in the body, on the neck, whatever, I definitely hit it. The tail on the otter is super fatty, so we got to hear that or hit that. And I double check the face, but I'm sitting right here right now looking at some smooth skin, so there's really nothing more to do on it. And if y'all were watching whenever I was fleshing these hides, I mentioned that like I want to do a good job now so that when I take them out of the pickle and go back over them, I don't really have to do much. I've spent more time talking right now than I have actually working on these hides. And that's just because we did a really good job when we first started. Look at that tail right there. Clean. Alright, so that's it on the otters. Alright, so now I got this real tiny coon right here. It has some debris on it, like some broken leaves and crap on it, but I'll scrape that off. As long as I can get it on this freaking flushing board. Alright, pretty much all we're going to do is just scrape this thing. I hope if you'll let me, I'd like to hang out, we work together. I'm pretty good, but you're better. Sorry if all the, hold on. Sorry for all, oh no man, you're all good. Yeah dude, one day we'll link up man, and we'll definitely do some stuff man. And I'm telling you, I'll get you a buffalo hide, and wherever you do it at, if you want, I'll come over, man, wherever you're doing it at, and see if I can, if you want my 2 cents on it, see if I can't help you, man. Totally down with that. The bison hide, they're difficult. They are difficult. Ah. I'm going to kind of push on his back legs. His back legs and stuff, that's what shows. Like, you're really going to be seeing that. I'm in Altus, Arkansas, not too far from where you are, where you're at. I used to live in Morrilton. Yeah, I know where Altus is. I used to go there a lot back in the day. That's mainly because it's the only place I knew where to get beer on Sunday. But I don't drink no more, so none of that matters now. Yeah. Sounds good to me. I know I did a good job on these faces, so you can see. Let me see something. So to flesh a cowhide, yeah, this is a raccoon right here. And so I've turned these ears inside out, turned the nose inside out, split the lips. I mean, it's cleaned up. So I fleshed a cowhide using a fleshing beam. I'm sorry, a fleshing machine. You can use it on the fleshing beam, and this knife, you can totally do it. But you know, I use the fleshing machine. It's a Dakota 5. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the live stream. So this is the 10th hide that we've cleaned up right now. This is number 10. And it's the last one. So as I've said before, all these have already been fleshed, salted, and put in the pickle. Yeah, I catch you up. Hey, welcome to the live stream. I love when somebody new comes on in. And so what we're doing here is I tan hides, pelts like this. This right here is a raccoon hide, but I've been working on some otter hides tonight. I've been doing some live streams on me working on these, fleshing these hides, getting all the meat, fat, and membrane off of it. We did that, we salted them. Here recently I put them in a pickle bath, which is an acidic bath, and I let them sit for 2 days, and now we're bringing them back out, and we're just pushing off any leftover grease, fat, membrane, whatever. We're going to put them back into the pickle tonight, and then I'm going to tan them tomorrow. And so, you know, if you're interested, you can go back on my live streams, look at my old ones, and just check it out if that's something you want to see. On the one cow I did use a 50-gallon barrel, which worked pretty well. Do you eat the meat after you hunt it? So I don't hunt these. These are for customers. Just like all those back there, that's a customer that brought those to me. And as soon as he picks them up, I get paid. He takes them home with him. And then I'm on another batch of hides right now. And I just jump from batch of hides to batch of hides. And this is how I do it. So no, I don't eat it. And I don't know if they do either. I doubt that they do, to be honest with you. I think everybody's more into predator control because of like wild turkeys around here, trying to bring them back, and all these critters are trying to keep them away, so killing all the turkeys. We don't like that. How much do you get paid? $10 million. No, it just depends on how many hides they have. I mean, I could get paid $500. I could get paid $1,000. I could get paid $200. I could get paid $50. You know, it just depends. You know. So like a raccoon hide like this, it's just $50. I'll make $50 off this raccoon hide, and that's low. It is low. Very low. But kind of what I bank on is getting a bunch of them at one time and end up making $500 off a bunch of raccoon hides. I thought about making a small business like you. Man, right now it's very hard to do. I definitely keep the business coming in, but there's a lot of limitations on it. So. Honest price. Thank you, Vincent. Yeah, I am fixing to do a price increase though, because the chemicals that I use to tan these hides and everything I do to them, and the amount of time that I put into them, it's definitely worth some money. I know a lot of places. I've looked online. We don't have really tanneries or anything like that around here, and most people won't mess with soft tanning hides like this. That's always the issue that I hear from other people, and so they're always happy to find me. But with that being said, I mean, That's another reason why I could increase my prices just a little bit. I mean, even if I just increase prices like $10 out of a whole batch of hides, you know, if I got 10 hides like I do right now, that's an extra $100. Colin Drake, you should get a taser engraver and do custom coasters and tributes. My brother does that. Makes $50. Yeah. So Drake, what kind of business would you make if you were to do it? What kind of business would you get involved in? So any of these holes in here, after I tan them, they'll be really wet, and they're a lot easier to sew up when they're really wet. Your price is your price, brother. You gotta make a living. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, you can't do it for free, like no doubt. But starting out, I've kept my prices pretty low just to help me get a name and kind of get started in all this. And but I've done that, and I think I've gotten a lot better than what I was when I first started. Like I think I've gotten a lot better since I was like when I was a kid for sure, tanning hides. But even when I started selling my hide tanning services, so tanning hides for people, I've gotten a lot better in the past year. So it's got to be worth something. And I'm just doing all of it by myself. So yeah. Well, guys, I've been on this live stream for a little bit now. I think what I'm going to do is put these hides up here. Right here, I'm just going to stack them up. And I'm probably going to put them right back in the pickle. And then call it a night. Bark tan, brain tan, egg yolk tan, craft items. Make sure that my prices are affordable. Yeah, sure. That's what I try to do. I mean, it's kind of hard to not do it, because if people can't afford it, then you ain't got no business. So, I've seen some stuff where people charge like $125 to tan a coyote hide. I'm charging $50 each on those coyotes. But I wouldn't mind charging $80. Honestly, I wouldn't mind going up to that, because they are kind of difficult. But that's some pretty cool stuff. Appreciate you, Drake. You're cool too, bro. Guys, you freaking nuts, man. I remember you, bro. Bro, please. How you gonna come back like 2 days later? Just be like, bro, please. So I think somebody's just messing with me, which that's cool. But he was asking me the other day if he could live with me because he's homeless. And it was just going on and on. So what is a pickle made of? If I have a second to explain. Yeah. So the pickle bath is just so you can use citric acid, and it's 3 ounces of citric acid per gallon of water, or you can go on to a taxidermy tanning website and order these no harm pickling acids, and it's only half an ounce per gallon. So with these, I made a 25-gallon pickle. And so I had to use 12.5 ounces of acid and 1 pound of salt per gallon of water. So that was 25 pounds of salt. You just dump all that in 25 gallons of salt, or in 25 gallons of water, and mix it all up real good. And then you check it with a pH strip. And starting off, you really want it to be like pretty acidic, like sitting at 1 or 1.5. And then you put your hides in there and just wait 30 minutes, an hour, something like that. Trumper. This guy is absolutely a trumper. Trumper? But who cares what he is? business. I don't know what a Trumper is. Like, I voted for Trump. Dude, I love Trump, man. He's awesome. So if that's what you said. But anyway, you make sure the pH is at 1 or 1.5. Put your hides in there. And you want to make sure your hides are really clean when you put them in there. I mean, flush them, salt them, and then salt them for 24 hours. That's all you got to do. And then go ahead and degrease them and get them really, really clean. Make sure you do a really good job flushing them. And then, man, you'll have a pickle that the pH won't rise, because all the blood and fat and dirt and stuff like that will make the pH rise. And then you got to pour more acid in there, and you're just wasting it. When it doesn't even have to be like that. But after they've been sitting in there for 30 minutes or an hour, check the pH again and adjust it as needed, and then do that daily. Check it daily. Have you ever skinned the toes of a coyote hide? I have. I've done coyote toes, fox toes, bobcat toes, all the way to the claw. Snip it at that very last knuckle, and yeah, no problem, Vincent. Yep. Oh yeah. Yep. I'm looking down here, guys, because I have a screen. Outlandish ain't got angry about all that knowledge is spitting. I know, man. I can't help it. I mean, it's like, I don't know. 1,000 yards there. No. But I can't help it, man. All right, Vincent, glad you're here, man. I appreciate the conversation and the questions. I love the questions because I get to kind of reiterate what I do in my mind. So it just helps me to retain it better when people ask questions. I like it. Is it as hard as people say it is skinning the toes? None of this is as hard as anyone says it is, as long as you're prepared to take the amount of time that's necessary to do this particular task, whatever you're doing on these. So, what's up, Taylor? Well, you come back in strong, Taylor. So the toes are not hard as long as you take your time. And use a razor blade. I like to just use any razor blade like this, cheap razor blade. It's sharp as crap. I appreciate you, Taylor. Man, I love being on here. I love the energy. I appreciate it. But with the toes, man, just be really careful and just ease your way around them, And after you do 1 or 2 or 4, whatever, you'll see how it works and what you need to do. And it's no big deal. So, yeah, I wish I had some of those bobcats and stuff that I've done with the toes. The bobcats are cool because, they're freaking cats and they got super sharp claws. So, the only thing is, like, once you're done with the pickling and tanning and oiling and you're breaking it and it's starting to dry out, you just really want to watch those toes and make sure that, you have them retracted or pushed out how you want them and in the right shape. Just kind of continue to manipulate those toes to stay how you want them, because they can be pliable, but for the most part they're gonna hold a particular shape. So if you got your toes all crazy like that, that's not good. Scalpels, yeah, scalpels are good, but yeah, man, there's all kinds of stuff, So these hides, yeah, they're fleshed out. The grease has been pushed out of them. Is there a little bit of grease in there still? Probably, But whenever I tan them, I'll tan them in a submersible tan, which is acidic. And so that's going to continue to, even though it's tanning the hide, it's also going to continue to break down the non-structured protein like fat, membrane, and stuff that we can't even see that's in the skin. So, but then I'll neutralize it with baking soda. The baking soda is going to raise the pH up, and like right now these skins are real plumped up, real thick, because that's what that acid does to it. And the acid doing that will set the hair. And but once we add the baking soda to it, you have to do it slowly because it'll fizz up and like emit this fume that will like give you some respiratory issues right then and there. And you just want to do it really slow, and you'll be fine. But I'll also add a degreaser to it after I tan them. So yeah, flush them, salt them for 24 hours, and then immediately degrease them, and then rinse them off thoroughly prior to putting them into the pickle. That way I have super clean hides in the pickle. And the whole goal with the pickle is to keep it as clean as possible so you don't have to adjust the pH often, because you will if you have a lot of foreign crap that's not hide go into the pickle. And the cleaner your pickle is, the longer you can use it, the more times that you can use it over and over again. But inevitably it's going to get dirty because we're putting hides in there. So you can use a pickle bath like 3-4 times what I do. But that's just as long as you keep your hides clean when you apply them into it. So some of these dried out pretty good, but it don't matter if we're fixing to put them back in the pickle. Check this out. So there they are right there. That's just 10 hides, 10 pelts. That's a stack right there. Well guys, we got 98 minutes on this live stream, and why is that one hide yellow and the others are white? So there's 2 of them in here that are yellow, and that's because those are the 2 that I finished first. Like I flushed those 2 first, and then and I let them hang up, and then I did all the other ones like a few days later. So they got really dry, and typically you would want to add a relaxer to them. And so they're going to sit in there tonight because we scraped them and opened them back up. They're going to be white tomorrow. They're going to turn white tomorrow. The other ones that are white are just more fresh. They haven't dried out all the way like those 2 yellow ones are. So it doesn't matter what color they are right now. They'll all be 100% tan. I'll show you, like this one. So like all my hides are either white or have that yellow look to it. So when they come out, just like this fox hide, they just come out tan like that. And like stupid soft. Like you need a tissue. Here's a fox hide. Tissue. Yeah. Look at that nose though. That's what I like, is being able to take all the cartilage out. You're always going to have some fuzzy crap on there. But overall, super soft hides, man. I love red foxes. I think they're freaking cool. Dude. Still got some de-dusting to do on these, but yeah, that's pickling hides, oiling them, and just doing all the things that I do. That's it. I mean, this hide's been tanned forever. Look how soft. That tail is just loose as a goose. Don't matter where I hold it. It's stuff I always look at, like what can I do to get them as soft as I freaking can. Hey Colin, no problem. I'm here pretty much like every other day. Uh, Here pretty soon I'm going to be fleshing a cowhide. So we'll be switching the angle of the camera and the location of the live stream. So get a different view. We'll be getting off of this fleshing board. So that's coming up. I'm going to say not tomorrow, but probably Thursday. Cool, Colin. Be looking forward to seeing you, man. Hopefully our times line up, because I kind of just do it whenever the hide's ready to be fleshed. Because like it's frozen right now, but once it thaws out, I'll get it out. I make a thawing bath when I thaw frozen hides in the summer, because I don't want the hair to slip. I have a video on my YouTube channel about how to do that. You can check that out if you're interested. But once it fully thaws out,